Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns! Today we show you the Minish Cap Randomizer weekly race, and commentating this will be Hendris. Say hello!
Hello! So yeah, happy Halloween. This is the very spooky Minish Cap Randomizer. And today we'll be featuring Holy Sparks vs Lunastick on Restream. Sparks has returned. He's been seen fairly rarely in Minish Cap. And Luna has returned as well, with Luna being very inactive due to just real life stuff happening. And yeah, actually we should send them off, shouldn't we? Let me force start the race, and not be start. Oh, it's already started. Okay, right. So they'll be off in just a few seconds. But as far as the things are concerned, we are operating on standard weekly settings, which means that we have open fusions, we have Rupimania enabled, and we need to find all 4 elements, the 4 sword, and then make our way into the Arcano Castle and kick Vati's butt, as usual. Yeah, you should see them hop off in like 3 seconds. And there we go. Right. The start is usually fairly easy, with just these 3 checks here. In 4 seconds. Yeah, sorry. In 3, not fear. But yeah. They're taking a similar route to Windtribe. Windtribe is the sword. Is the place where the sword is for us. Which does open up quite a bit as far as just areas are concerned. The player can now enter. Sorry, the players or the racers can now just go to. They can go into Minish Woods. There's the element check. We have no droplets and no cape of flames, which means that we might see the seed without the players picking up the flippers. Or might see the seed without the flippers. At least logical flippers. Right, that's a lot of health in the Rupimania cave there. And yeah, right, so since we have Fortress and Palace, we need all 9 Kinstones. The Kinstones are Minish Cap's like combination lock feature, where they need to pick up 3 of those for the Fortress of Winds dungeon, and 1 + 5 for the Palace of Winds dungeon, which is atop the clouds. Among all the items that they need to traverse those dungeons. Because you can't really enter Palace without a blue sword, and a grip ring, and a few other things. So they'll be trying to make sure that they have what they need before they actually go into the dungeons. Or before they can access those dungeons, I suppose. But yeah, we can see Luna going into town and just staying here a bit, whereas Sparks is immediately going to the Tingle Trees. He's just hunting for all those Sphere Zero checks, which is not a bad call. Luna's going to check Karlov House, sees a Gusture there. Oof. Okay. So that Gusture is locked behind the Karlov medal. And there's the grip ring for Sparks. Currently they don't have access to any grip ring locked locations, because they need either the bombs for that, or the bottle. Speaking of the bottle, by the way, that should be our access to... Yeah, that's access to the Beanstalk up on Quenel. Which is not a bad idea to go to. Quenel is incredibly item dense, but Sparks has to skip a lot of items on the lower half, because he does not have the bombs. Actually, I think I need to actually find out if we have traps in the seat, because I cannot remember. It's been so long since we've had regular weekly settings. Traps are on. Fantastic. Okay, so that means that the gust jar in Karlov House might not be a gust jar, but I don't know. A rupee like. We just heard trap. Good point. I wasn't paying attention to the traps. That's why. So yeah, hi. Yeah, with the grip ring, that might pull Luna towards Quennel. Spark's definitely eyeing that big mountain up there. With the grip ring, he can get the beanstalk, which would be, I think that's about 20 checks, maybe a bit more. Hang on. I think that's 17? I think it's 17. Not too sure. But that's 17 items on the beanstalk, 1 on the rain chest afterwards. Although he cannot... Where's he going? Oh, he's going that way, yeah, sure. Sparks can't reach Cave of Flames, so he has to quick warp away after getting the rain chest. Luna is also looking for the beanstalk, yep. Not even paying attention to Minish wits. And a quick look at Luna's map reveals that, yeah, he hasn't gone to London Farm or to Eastern Hills. There's a white sword. With that, Sparks can pay Swiftblade, the dojo master in town, another visit. Which wouldn't be a bad call after the quick warp. Swiftblade has a history of having your red sword on the green sword check. So we might see it. Or we'll see the lantern. There's a dog food and a wall attack. I think wall attack is by far my favorite scroll. It's just so versatile in combat, it's amazing. And when you're going through the dark maze of droplets, it's just lovely to have. There we go, he gets the mushroom grabbed. Luna is right on Spark's toes here. Also finding the green sword. Okay, so with the lantern, they can check Grimblade and they can check Hearth Edge. Apart from that, they don't have access to Deepwood yet, because the lamp usually gives a bit of access to Deepwood. If you were able to reach it, that is. They can't... Yeah, you wouldn't really check Hearth Edge, because you haven't done Blue Chew, which, of course, is a hard requirement. Neither do they have access to Lake, so they can't give the dog food to Fifi and feed the dog, which is very important. You need to feed your dog, even on Halloween. Luna is picking up a bit of water there. Okay, yeah, Luna is going to check Hearth Edge. Or, no, huh? Okay, we're seeing Hearth Edge from Sparks and a quick warp set from Luna. Yeah, you don't want to feed your dog candy. Candy is not good for dogs. I mean, yeah, they're cute, but that doesn't mean they're sweet. Or they like sweet things. You're getting a snake. There was a snake in their boots. Where's Sparks going? Eastern Hills? No, Swiftblade. Luna heading to Simon. Yeah, you can do Simon with just the Wind Sword. It takes a bit, but with the wall attack, he should be fine. As long as he remembers to use it. So the funny thing about wall attack is that you actually are able to cancel the attack early. You have a very narrow frame window after starting to roll. I think I don't know how exact that frame window is, but it feels like 5 frames after you start your roll to immediately press the sword button. And that just ends with Link doing like an extended slide instead of a proper roll attack. Sparks are the first person to check Eastern Hills, probably, hopefully. Picking up the Tingle Trophy there as well. Did he? I don't think he activated the quest, did he? Huh. So, right next to that house is a wind quest, which acts as your fast traveling checkpoint, I suppose. Once you're done with, once you have the ocarina in your inventory, which you can use to just fast travel. So in that regard, it's like the recorder in Zelda 1, but you can choose where you go to. Okay, nothing on the Beanstalk in Eastern Hills. I don't know where he's gonna go now. He doesn't have bombs, so he can't really go into Minish Woods, because that's blocked. Well, he's about to find out the hard way. You can see him visibly recoiling from that shock on his webcam. But yeah, can't go that way. You need the bombs for that. Luna should also probably be looking eastwards soon. The tracker mentions that they still have Mayor's house to do. But apart from that, where are they going? Oh, Eastern Hills, right. Well, Luna's going to get a bit of disappointment, but it should be fine. And you can just see on Spark's side that he had to go all the way around Hyrule Town, which is the worst thing when you don't have bombs. One of the most evil things that he can do is not give you bombs and then have you go from Eastern Hills all the way around to Minish Woods, or vice versa, which has happened a few times with the Plandos. But it's just one of those like little things that the rando uses or likes to use to just throw rocks into the way of the runners. You don't really want to do a lot of zigzagging when you're racing, especially when you have to roll, or when you don't have literal rocks. Yeah, right. The rando put literal rocks into your way. But I guess they're just ooh. That's a red sword. Yep. Sparks, are you sure you don't just want to at least peek Minish Village? Okay. I think that's a decision he makes. And let's say that there's no bomb back in Western Woods. That means that Sparks will need to go all the way back, all the way around Minish. Sorry, all the way around Hyrule Town again to continue the stuff in Minish Woods, which would be absolutely amazing. And I do hope that Luna continues. No! Yes, they do. Okay, Luna does continue. So if Luna finds a bomb back here and Sparks doesn't, Sparks gonna have a bit of a bad time. That's the Jabberknot for Deepwood access, which would so Deepwood is the dungeon of the place where Luna is just now at, and where Sparks left. So Sparks already thinks, okay, I might have to return back there again. There's the down thrust for Luna as well. With the lantern, they can clear out. Sorry, with the lantern and the Jabberknot, they can clear out a comfortable. You already picked that one up, you fool. Hang on, no, he didn't. Did he? Luna hasn't marked it on their tracker. Which means that the Tingletovi we have seen both in Western Woods and in Southern Hyrule Fields might be a trap. And there was another Castle Kinstone on Percy. Sparks, no, go back, check Percy. Okay, there's a bomb back for Luna. And Spark's gonna go back. This is... Oh, that's great. Come on, Percy. Ah. So, in the worst case scenario, Sparks will need to go back to Minish Woods to get the bomb back. Which means that they'll need to go all the way around Minish Town again. Minish Town? Hyrule Town. Sorry. Since without boots or cape, Sparks can't progress into Western Indian. Butterfly, okay. That's the London key, which means that we now have access to the dog, which is good. That's a very, very healthy beanstalk. 3 hot containers on 1 beanstalk. But yeah, Sparks has to go all the way around again. But he might go to Fifi first and to London Ranch. Ah, ew. Yeah. See, that's why that's why not having bombs really sucks. On the other hand, Luna just finished up blowing up a bit of a shortcut there, which just shows how interconnected the map can be of Minish Cap. Wherever you go, there's at least like 2 ways out of the map. There's Rock Breaker for Luna, which puts him at 5 schools. We're 5 schools in. Sorry, we have 15 minutes in, and we already have 5 out of 11 schools. That's good. On the bright side, Sparks also picked up Fast Split. Or, yeah, it was Fast Split. Which just makes it way more bearable to just clone yourself. Luna's now going towards Western Woods, probably. And then he has to decide whether or not he wants to go to Krell or into Deepwood. Fifi having a Cloudups concern. Was Cloudups? Yeah, it's Cloudups. Yeah, Sparks has to skip London Secret because he is still without bomb bag. It looks like the eternal curse of the bomb bag has transferred from Luna to Sparks, which I'm sure he will be very happy about. But Luna picking up their... Luna's tracker says that the one Kinstone in Western Woods is a Cloudup Kinstone, and not the caster one. So Sparks might have mistracked his thing. I don't know if Sparks uses auto-tracking. That's the issue. Yeah, Luna also picking up the second Fool's single trophy. Fool's Gold, if you so will. God, that was a bad one. But Luna will be rewarded with a Cloud of Skinstone from iBot. How very gracious. Which means that Luna is now on 2 Cloud of Skinstones. Which, not bad. Good. Yeah, very good. And Sparks is indeed looking to enter Deepwood with that. Hopefully. Probably. There's the bomb bag. There's the happy slashes. Yeah, and a lot of health for Luna. I think that puts Luna at 9 hearts currently. Yeah. And with the bombs in hand, they are ready to bomb their way through Quinnell. Although Luna has only 10 bombs, and 10 bombs for Quinnell is... it's enough, but it's... he would much rather have 30 than 10 for Quinnell. Or you can just pick up the cane here. Right, so that is access to Cave of Flames, which means that Luna could just skip the lower half for now and do Cave of Flames first. Although, that's a bit of a risky move. just because you have the slight chance that there's going to be a cape in the lower half of Cradle, which has happened a few times already. There's the third Cloud of Skinstone for Luna, up in Cradle. Sparks did not go into Deepwood, did he? Or is Deepwood boss locked? I wasn't paying attention. Nope, no Deepwood. Ah. If you're near Deepwood with a lantern and with a Juggernaut, just go there. That's another Kinstone and another bump back. So that makes Lower Kernel way more bearable. Yeah, I think you should at least check if Deepwood is boss locked or not. Just that you have that intel. If you don't want to set your quick warp just to a safe scan, you will still remember where the big key is. And Cloud number 4. So depending on which Kinstone Fifi has, that might be our 5th Cloud of Kinstone. His late bombs, yeah, absolutely. He loves to use them. Other than not that late. I think the latest we have seen bombs was about 50 minutes to an hour in. Or maybe even longer. I know that Luna has had a bad history with late bomb backs. Sometimes he even had to wait for bomb mode. As funny as that sounds. Actually looking at things, looking at the map tracker of Luna, with a cane, you could go to Syrup the vanilla way, which is a slow idea, a very slow one. But it might be something that he would aim to do after finishing up Cave of Flames. Unfortunately, Cave of Flames is not an element. So we don't really know if Luna wants actually to dip into Cave of Flames more than he already has. Usually when Cave of Flames is not required, you would much rather just check the first 6 items or the first rupees, like the first 5 rupees, and then just not go in there. Not let me sort on Malawi. I like the way you think, yeah. We might have a sword on Malawi, who knows? All that the map tells us is just that the element won't be on Gleerock. But the map doesn't say anything about Malawi, or the big key chest just before Gleerock. Sparks taking a bath here. Pick up the quiver. Sparks, you don't need Mountain Dew. You've got the grip ring. Well, he needs some Mountain Dew. I mean, yeah, fair enough. It's like poison green and it's Halloween, so that works out. You definitely want your water to be spooky flavored during Halloween. The wallet. Okay. Right. Yeah, Sparks. You can see that Sparks is a bit rusty, but that's totally fine. He hasn't had TMC in a while, and so does Luna. Although I suppose Luna did participate in a tournament. There's another cane. Clearly that's just a fake one. Also made out of fool's gold. So yeah, Luna decided to not go further into Deepwood and into Cave of Flames. Abandon Lower Cradle for now. So we might see him go to Syrup. You could check what's his face? The doggo. Fifi. And just let us know what was there. So if, for example, if a Polskin Stone is on Fifi, That's big, because that is access to Cloudtops for Luna. Granted, Luna can't traverse Cloudtops because he's missing the moments. That's a classic incident, okay. But yeah, now we can actually see what's inside London Secret. That one check that almost no one knows about. Because it's so well hidden, or either that, or because because Capcom just forgot to make a bomb bag, nice. To make a not a replacer, but to make a mesh for a texture for a bomber wall that is not completely visible, I suppose. And non-front-facing, there we go. Non-front-facing texture for a bombable wall. Ah. Which, I mean, yeah, fair enough. You only have like one cave in the entire game that could use that texture. So I don't blame them. Especially since Minish Cap actually has a sort of soft tutorial for advanced game mechanics. In the vanilla game, the player is able to buy a newspaper written by Swiftblade, the sword dude in town. And each volume of the newspaper includes a few just advanced strats that you can use. Like, I don't know, plinking your sword against a wall and hearing the sound it makes. Similar to how Link to the Past handles it. If you can just hold out your sword and just stab a wall, if the wall is bombable, it will make a different sound than if it were non-bombable. And the newsletter also just gives hints towards the uses or just the existence of those very rare items and those mythological items like the remote bombs, or the butterflies, or God forbid, even the light arrows. Just repeat, so nothing too exciting on Lower Crenel right now. We have one more check, which Sparks is going to check, and then we might see Sparks just going off somewhere else again. Let's see. Oh yeah. Sparks, you gotta go into the... No! Don't... No. So, Sparks is on the 0 bomb count, and usually you would need to have at least 1 bomb to activate the fairy. But you could alternatively just get some water from the very same fairy fountain and just dump it. But to pick up the water, Sparks is not having a great time. Oh, poor Sparks. So you could just go into the corner of the fountain, like where the fountain meets the pillar on the side, and you could pick up that bombed, yeah. You could just pick up your water there. Oh, poor Sparks is not having a great time. Which is bad because you orphaned that check. And if that fairy now has something, Sparks would be a bit disappointed, to say the very least. And Luna, from the looks of it, was very impressive. Thank you. I need those. So yeah, for Spark's sake, we hope that the fairy does not have anything good. And Luna's actually now in Deepwood. Let's see what we find there. We'll find a quiver. The quivers are pretty useless in Minish Cap. you start with like 30. I think you start with 30 arrows, either 20 or 30. Nevertheless, it's enough. You don't need like more than 20 arrows for like an enemy. Well, except if your aim is really, really bad. There's a mushroom. Is that a bow? Is that the bow? That might be a bow locked behind the foresword. We have traps enabled, which means that it could be a fake bow. But just seeing a bow behind the wall in garden, it's a nice feeling. It's an especially great feeling because I know who rolled and it wasn't me, huh? Bow or no bow? Yeah. To bow or not to bow? There's a compass. We know from Luna's gameplay that Taiwan has nothing. So I'm really curious to see where progression actually is. Because we're running out of tracks a bit. There's Deepwood, there's Cave of Flames left. There's the base of school left. And apart from that, I think bakery and half, and that's kind of it. So yeah, one thing that Sparks is showing is just how slow this animation is of Link actually waking up. As we know from other Zeldas, Link likes to sleep and he likes to sleep in, especially Toon Link likes that. And if you were just to Sparks, you might need to move the Sparks. No, move the. Yep, he needs to move the cupboard there. That way he can get into the attic of Stockwell's shop. Hey, there we go. Because there's a very convenient set of stairs there. I don't know how the Minish were able to put those stairs onto the wall without anyone noticing, but they're there, and they're useful, and that's all that matters. But yeah, as I was saying, if you want to speed up Link's wake-up time, just save scum. Because going through the entire main menu and the title screen is quicker than Link waking up from a nap. I suppose in this case it's a nightmare, because Link is dreaming about having to fight murderous enemies. So yeah, that's probably pretty much a nightmare. Huh. But yeah, we're getting to see Bakery and the back of the hearth, which are two checks we have not seen yet, I think. Which is good, because I'm curious to see what's there. If we, for example, find a Call of Metal or a Gusher here, Luna might need some additional time for clearing Deepwood. Just because Deepwood has an element. And you kind of want to have the element for the end of the game. There's the Call of Metal. There's the Call of Metal. That might lead to the Gust Jar, which means that Luna might need to go to town to get the jar to go back to Deepwood. Oh, this seed is amazing. Well, for us, not for the racers. The racers are loathing every second of it. First Sparks with the with the bombs, and now Luna with the Gust Jar. Luna knows what's up. And he's hoping for a proper Gust Jar here at Malapella. Which, to be fair, would also be very interesting. Disgusting. Yeah. No Sparks, you have the king already. That's a map. Okay. Yeah. This blows for Luna. This majorly blows. Look at the tracker. They've got the school left, which we know that there might be the bow behind it. Luna has the mayor's basement left and the bakery. Actually, no. It's the half. I think. Yeah. Well, either one of them. So, we know the progression is either on the Card of Metal, it's deeper in Deepwood, or it's in Cave of Flames. We're actually running out of checks here. Yeah, so the wallets have... So we've got 3 wallets, and every wallet has the same sprite. The wallets are progressive, which means that the first wallet that you always pick up is going to be the one that unlocks the 300 rupees. The second one unlocks 600. And the third one... the second one unlocks 500. And then the final and third one unlocks 999 rupees. And there's the Gustia for Luna stick. So Luna might want to go back to Deepwood here. Yeah, I'm currently the only commentator, which is fine. I've got enough to talk about. And Luna volunteered for coming, but he would rather race, so that's totally fine. The person's not jarring. It was a very jarring find. Because there's a bit more than just a sheet of glass between Luna's stake and Deepwood right now. Yes, this sprite is not changing. The only thing that changes when you pick up the wallet is the small rupee icon in the bottom of the screen. Sorry, in the corner of the screen. The first upgrade gets you from green to red. The second one gets you it gets you from green to blue, then from blue to red, and the final upgrade gives that red rupee a shine to it. It's a bit of a shroom. Yeah. We have seen the mushroom already, because we've been here already. And yeah, gosh, yeah, that sucks. Luna has to go all the way back to Deepwood to vacuum a bit and to get that element. And well, the Gustia might actually be progression at this point. We have we have Old Man Myth, also known as Gregor. An elderly hero on his deathbed, plagued by illness. Or by a curse, which you can just suck in. Which is it's a pretty amazing property for a Gustia to just suck up literal death and illness as well. That's Monka Dos. That's it. Ah, yeah. Oh well. Effort. Thank you. Let's see. Where's he going? Link's Mansion. I'm actually a bit surprised that the Gustia doesn't make more appearances in Zelda games, because I do love the idea of just something that just plays with the physique of items. It's a surprise that... So it was a real surprise to me that Breath of the Wild didn't include like a Gustia or the cane for runes with the Sheikah Slate. Because you would think that those like physics-based objects would make a blast with playing Breath of the Wild. Just imagine an item that you can just shoot out a beam, and whenever that beam touches, just gets launched up into the air and turned around. Or the Gustia turning every enemy into a cannonball. So yeah, Luna saying hi to Old Man Myth, peeking into his pockets. What has it in its pockets? Kirby them first and pew. Exactly. Just spare change. Luna is definitely going back to Deepwood here. And Sparks is going back up Krenel. We might see Sparks enter Cave of Flames and do a bit of stuff there. There's the next Telepkin stone. Let's see. Yep, back to Deepwood for Luna. Inventory system is kind of comical. I didn't have a lot of issues with the inventory system. Only that sometimes my cursor just spazzed out because of switch drifting. But the inventory was fine. It was just a bit weird to see that weapons would break so quickly. But from a game design perspective, I can understand why that's happening. They just wanted to have the players improvise as much as possible, because that was a kinds of stuff. Yeah. It was a fine inventory system. The weapon degradation was just a tiny bit over the top in my opinion, but they were going for the idea of the player having to switch between a lot of weapons and a lot of weapon playstyles. Just because every weapon has a different strength to it, which you can exploit by using just creativity. And in that regard, Breath of the Wild really just shine. Oh yeah, nothing but shorts. Well, either shorts or a very skimpy bikini for the Gerudo outfit. That's the first element for Luna. What else does going to have? A key! Oh boy, that's the final key. Which we'll need to see. Yeah, so there's one more check available, which is the... Sorry, no, there's two checks available. Basement East and Basement, I guess, West. Or like Basement North. So yeah, we have two dungeon dives at the same time, which is nice. Or like dungeon crawls, I suppose. Right, let's see. Yeah, Sparks is now in Cave of Flames, which means that he'll take about like 8 more minutes here. Whereas Luna is almost done with Deepwood. Just need to check this one check here. And then one to the right of it. And I guess we'll just need to see where progression is at this point. Because I do not know. Well, it's not there. One more check in Deepwood. Come on, Luna, don't forget it. Oh, right, yeah. So Luna can actually deduce that that's a small key. Completely forgot about that. So, Luna skipped a key usage when fighting the mana pillar. Yeah. That one has to be a small key. Unless Luna pulled the dax and has to use sword. We don't know. But it should be a key. As a shield. That might be progression. That might be progression. Oh, Luna's gonna hard lost location that one. Ooh, wait, no. We haven't seen Fountain yet, have we? Have we seen Fountain? I don't think we've seen Fountain yet, have we? There's one check available for Luna in Fountain. There is one check available in Fountain. It might be in Fountain. So yeah, either that's Cave of Flames or it's in Fountain. And both choices are horrible. Because Cave of Flames is not required. Which means that yes, Luna will most likely last location his progression here. If it's actually in Cave of Flames. Darks has about, I think, about 11 checks left in Cave of Flames, compared to Luna's 1 check in Fountain. So the odds are stacked against Luna's favor here. We'll just need to see where the ride takes us. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Gasha and Deepwood. Ugh. You really don't want to see Gasha in Deepwood, or like Lockpia in Deepwood. So yeah, true. It'll take a bit until Sparks finds the Gasha. So I think the worst item for Sparks to get right now would be either the boots, or the False Concern. Just because they would open up so many checks that might just lead him on a wild goose chase. And Luna is indeed checking Fenton. Fantastic. Sparks doesn't know the... Oh, yeah. Good. Okay, never mind. He's got Great Spin, which is fine. There's a quick way to kill the Choose here. But if you have Great Spin, should be fine. Yeah, we don't have flippers yet. We have no clue where they are. And the issues with the flippers is that the later you get them, the more you hate them. The flippers open up almost at least like 2 or 3 checks in every map if you get them. Sorry, in every part of the map. So let's say you have almost full cleared the entire map, and then you pick up the flippers, and everything gets it just turns green again because you can suddenly check it. That is the worst feeling ever. And also just a feeling that you know, you just okay, yeah. This means that you'll have to just do a lot of backtracking, and it was not found, which means that it is actually in Cave of Flames. But is it the shield? Or is it not the shield, but something else that's lurking in the basement? Shielding to some bait. I don't know. Something that we haven't seen in a lot of in a long time is the cape locked behind the shield in Cave of Flames. I think it was one of was it Sean's streams? I don't know. It was when these scrubs were still relatively new. Someone had a shield in Cave of Flames, or just before Cave of Flames. And it's like, okay, yeah, you might want to check the scrubs, both of them. And then there was a cape in the Trilby scrub. Which could always happen again. And Spark... Yeah, okay, never mind, it's fine. Sparks doesn't have the cape, so he couldn't go for the quick strats here. He has to take it slow and methodical. And Link, he's just letting Link take a bath or two. You know, poor guy hasn't had a shower in like 15 minutes. Starved to death. Not cool, Link. Yeah. Well, if you just leave the room and then re-enter, the Rollerbites have managed to climb out. So I would assume that once Link is done, they just uncurl and just slide out of the holes again. Right. Luna's now catching back up to Sparks with clearing Lower Cradle. Unfortunately, there was nothing there. So Luna will actually hard last occasion in Cave of Flames, from the looks of it. Which always just makes you feel like way behind. Sparks? Yeah, okay, good. Use the cane. Okay, nothing there. Is it actually going to be the cane? Or is it going to be like Malawi? Oh, please let it be Malawi. That would be amazing. Come on. Want to see the item of Malawi? Want to see the sword there? Or, I don't know, the very fourth Kinstone? Or heck, maybe even just the boots. There's the cape. That means that you actually had to. Oh god, no. So that's a main point, having to go through the basement of the cape. If there's nothing, yeah, no, it's ew. Sparks, you do know that there's no element here, right? Are you sure you want to proceed? He is very sure he wants to proceed. Yeah, so Minish Cap Randomizer utilizes a ban list. We were able to come up with a system that would rate a seed on its, on its badness, on its difficulty, its meminess, and everything, and it would assign the seed a number. Those being points. And the two racers at the end of each season with the most points for their seeds will have to take part in a punishment race. Something always very fun and just chef's kiss. It's a custom ROM hack that you will be not forced but persuaded to join. It's great fun, and it's basically just a different take on Minish Cap that usually takes somewhere between 6 and 9 hours. Hang on, the last punishment was in... The last punishment was in spring, wasn't it? That was the one that Trace and Nori joined. I think that was at the beginning of the year, wasn't it? Okay, I need to check. Hang on. It should be in the racing announcements. Can you take a peek at it? Let me just quickly take a little peek in here. Okay, so nothing happened between July and now. Which, fair. We've had the entire tournament going on over the last half a year. That is what we call in the business a required Gleewalk. Oh no! Hey, it's okay, man. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh. You know, I just had to just witness that. Oh, it's great. Okay, yeah, Artemis. You might Artemis, sorry. Who said that? Hang on. Torn Touch, right. We haven't really had a punishment seed this year, had we? On April 1st, the spring season started. With Pugel and Artemis joining. That's why I said Artemis. And the last one was now me and Candy. So us four will have a punishment race, and then the next one already has 2 people assigned to it, whose names I've currently forgotten. But there's a shield for Lunar Stick. I hope Lunar Stick sticks around. For the sword. Yeah, hang on. I'm quickly scrolling through in the racing announcements channel, just seeing when the. Let's see. So, fall 2020 banless punishment romhack race. Right, Hendris, Johnny, and Therese as well. Oh, sorry, no, not Therese, but Hayden. The same, right? That was on the 30th of January. Oof. Yeah. So that was. We had one punishment this year, and that was right at the end of, right at the beginning of the year. So we might want to have our next one soon-ish, I suppose. Lunatic is leaving. Lunatic is leaving. That is not good. Not good. He thinks it's progression, but it's not. 2021. That was the punishment, the full punishment, which should have been punishment number. Where was it one? Yeah, I don't know. It's been so long. So since I wasn't paying attention, did Luna Stick save in Cave of Flames? Because if not, he'll be very disappointed to have to climb up back Quennel again. To have to climb up Quennel again. Ugh, hate words. Maybe we'll find out. Yeah, stay tuned. Luna's not gonna like that. Okay, Luna did save. Okay. Well, time to go back into Cave of Flames. Right, and holy sparks, or just sparks. Now in droplets, right into the next dungeon. It's a version of Octo as well. I would not be surprised. There's the mist for sparks. Which means that it does open up Hype Cave, which is fine. Should go there now and just keep doubles for later. Whoop. Back to the start. Yeah, there's a small key. Bracelets? Oh, we did find it? No, we didn't. Oh, that'd be amazing, yeah. Right, Luna has to... Oh, Lustig is doing Gleok first. Okay, so what Lustig might be thinking about is doing Gleok and then leaving. Because he doesn't have the cape and he doesn't want to do the basement without the cape. But that would be a bad decision, that would be a very bad choice. Which I can totally see Luna taking. We'll see what's in the dump pape. Yeah. Without the cape, Luna doesn't have access to droplets, so Dampe would open up. And so would... That's it. Just graveyard. Ew. Ugh. These boots. Boots on Dampe would be amazing. Or just a vanilla graveyard key? Never mind. Yeah, it has to be the boots, right? We just found the graveyard key, so it has to be the boots. I hope that Sparks knows. Yeah, okay, good. Sparks knows about that. That's oh, the sea is that's a tough one, yeah. Right, Luna finished up Gleok. Now he has to watch the 21-second long cutscene. Enjoy. And Spark. So one small issue that's one slight mistake that Sparks is going to be making here. Sparks is hitting the scissors while they are in the air, which gives Link recoil damage. That's why he's on such low health right now. Hey, there's a sword. Luna, don't leave. Oh, no. Wait, Malawi. He's going to sue Malawi, and then he's crew walking back. Right? 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 Yeah? Good. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Save him. Save him was okay. That's totally fine. That's still gonna cost him like a few minutes though. Oh no. No. Right. So that cape. Yeah. Let's put it this way. If there's something in graveyard, like, I don't know, a very full Kinston or a boot or two, or even just the flippers, it's gonna just strike Luna from the cape for a while. And Luna's not gonna be happy about that. Oh no. Ew. Just rupees on the path. Sparks is doing Octo. Sparks is going to Octo. He's just going ham here. Wait. Technically, Sparks is out of logic currently. Sparks is technically out of logic. Just, as a heads up. Sparks is out of logic because he does. We don't have the flippers yet. Logically, we do need the flippers to access Octo. Yeah, you would still take the sword, obviously. But just from a logic standpoint, Octo is not yet required. So I suppose, yeah, you can do it. But just, no. If you get my drift. Right, that's Wild Valley for just graveyard. Luna hopping from one link right into the next one. And the fairy gifts him arrows. Who would have thought the arrow fairy would give you arrows? Well, I think in vanilla it gives Link. Sorry, she gives Link a quiver. Yeah, there's one wall upgrade on the Orphan Fairy, one bomb upgrade on Quennel, and a quiver upgrade here in Wall Crypt. Right. And I think the other upgrades are locked behind. Ooh, not Kinstone. No, yeah, sorry, they're locked behind Kinstones. That is the second cave, the second castle Kinstone. Ah. And Dambe has rupees for Link. And Sparks is having Link take a few baths here. But yeah, Luna now knows that there is some fishing going on in Cave of Flames. And oh boy, it's going to be the last check. Oh, the second to last one. Oh yeah, that sometimes just happens to the map pillars. When Link just kills them, I suppose, too ferociously, they kind of just do that. It's the same weird sprite as when there's the beanstalk that is only like partially loaded. So that's, I guess, fine. Also, shoutouts to the witch theme playing in Droplets. Very atmospheric. And another 10. And Sparks is pulling the lever. Pull the lever, Sparks. Yeah, and that's Octo. Sparks might wanna heal up first. Octo can easily take a few hearts off of Link's health bar. You forgot about those rupees? Ooh, bold choice. I thought he's just hoping for like a heart piece. Sparks gonna have a bad time in Octo. I think he's got a fairy. But even then, Octo can easily suck up a lot of health. Sparks does not have a fairy. So when Octo sucks you in, which can easily happen, Octo deals an entire heart of damage. And then there are the falling rocks. Which, you know, might further diminish. Keep coming up. Hey, there we go. Might further diminish the health bar that Sparks currently maintains. That's one. That's one heart. Sparks falling out officially in panic mode. Yep, Sparks is in panic mode. Come on, Sparks, you can do it. You can do it, buddy. There's gonna be 2 spits here. 1, 2. Now there's a suck and then a spit again. He's giving it everything. Ah, there's the second cycle. So, for Sparks to come out with 0 health loss, with like 1 heart left, Octo needs to have a 0 ink cycle. If not, Sparks is a bit boned here. And we need some sort of Rocky training montage. Come on, Octo. Sparks predicted it! Ooh. Right. Now Sparks has to survive the rocks on ice. So, yeah. Quarter of health. Oh no! Oh god, poor Sparks. No! Oh, he can do it! He does it! Come on! He has to survive it once more. Come on. You can do it, Sparks. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Oh. He does it. Okay. Don't. No, 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 no. Again. It's, he gets it. Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh. GG Sparks, that was amazing. Dancing around the Octo. Oh. With a quarter of heart. And he's getting at a rupee for his troubles. Oh man. Now watch him get an item that's a trap and then just die. Oh. It was worth a try. You fought valiantly, Sparks. So, a small issue with that though. Sparks forgot about a check in droplets. Sparks forgot about the vanilla big key check. And if that has something, Sparks might need to reconsider going back into droplets. There's also the Gusher checks. No, the mids were not on Octo. The mids were in East, which is the first check after you melt the ice block in the big Octo room. Ah! He escaped the big Octo and then the small one got him. It's always the small ones that get you. Ah. Oh. Whew, that was a very taxing fight. Let's hope the Luna's fight is not as exciting. Well, I doubt that Luna's actually gonna fight Octo. I really doubt it. I really, really doubt it. There's the bottle. And hello to the raiders from ZSR2. We've got the Minish Camp weekly going on. So, hello there. Happy Halloween. I hope you've got your costumes ready, your candy locked and loaded, and you are ready to see this absolute horror B-movie of a seed. We had a required, non-required Gluok. We had a just horrific bomb bag that had both races go back and forth between Southern Highway Field and Minish Woods through town. No one came. Oh, yeah. I've actually got like a Mad Hatter wig and hat ready to pick up if someone should ring the doorbell. You what now? I don't think you want that choice. Let's see. Luna's fighting with the ice physics there. What's it? Exactly. I was able to pick up a few candies that I just remember always getting at the doctors. The Germans no, it's those small square candies that come in like cherry, raspberry, orange, and citrus. And you always would get them at the local doctor from their like candy jar. Nicht Traubenzucker, no. It's not those glucose things. It's those kind of chewy bonbons. Yeah, see? Everyone knows what I mean. Right, Luna immediately left after getting the moments and a bit of stuff over from the Dark Maze. Which is not a bad call, because Droplets is barren apart from that. Well, we are still missing like 1 or 2 tracks that are locked behind the Gusture. But apart from that... yes, another... I think that's Spark's third bomb back there. Drumsticks. Starburst? Hang on. These are the sweets. Yes, those exact sweets. They are in every like doctor's candy jar. Yeah, these are amazing. And at the end of the day, you just end up eating the entire bag and feeling bad about those. Just feeling bad about yourself. They have blue zone. It's not that bad. Oh, Artemis, right. Hi. Yeah, the blue sword is not that bad. Given the fact that it was on non-required Gleerock. Or just the absolute fact that we saw a bow in the school garden heart piece. Off-brand Starburst. I've never heard of Starburst, hang on. Ooh, yeah. I don't think I've actually seen them here in Germany. We have a different brand for those called Mauam, which is probably pretty similar to it. It's like very chewy candy. Yeah, it looks similar. Minish Woods sounds right. Yeah. Let's see. Where's Luna going? Oh, Luna's doing moments checks. Right. Luna didn't get the graveyard key. Right. Ooh. A weird glitch. I didn't see it. God damn it. What happened? Hang on. The Holy Sparks. Let me just quickly check it. I want to see the glitch. This is Artemis Seed. I can neither confirm nor deny that, because I will only tell you once we actually are in Gurmud. So, huh? He couldn't push a statue. I didn't see it. Yeah, no, even with clipping tool, that one is already not past the expiration date. What's the word for it? Too late. Oh well. But I know that the pushing sometimes doesn't work if you're in the lower half of the tile. Similar to the throne in Dark Hole Castle. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Let's see. Yeah, Luna is just hunting checks the same as Sparks is. But Luna does not have the graveyard key, and we have an element on the king. So Luna might be in for a surprise, and that's the Veil Foldskin zone for Sparks. Sparks' entire northeast side of the map just lit up green. Yeah, we've got Grip Ring, we've got Lantern, we've got Veil Foldskin Stone, we've got Moments, we've got Cape. Veil Folds is prime for the taking. But instead of Veil Folds, Sparks is going for the well. Well. Let's see. Oh, they're doing Tombola, right, yeah. Luna also getting their Veil Foldskin then. So yeah, I think I would just rush Veil Folds at this point. They're both doing Tombola at the same time. And they're getting a bottle out of it. Oh boy. I guess that's just a bottle that someone accidentally threw into the well. You know, they were trying to fill up their water bottle, but they forgot that the bottle was in their left hand and not the actual bucket. It's those just things that just happen when you're like not thinking about it. For example, when you, I don't know, pull like a yogurt out of the fridge and you put the yogurt out and you take it out, but the spoon that's in your other hand, you put that inside the fridge and then close the fridge. Then you go to your desk and wonder where the spoon went. That happens to me a lot, especially with my Wacom pen. Whenever I'm feeling like a bit peckish. So my Wacom pen has like a, not a 50-50 chance, but like a 30-70 chance to end up in the fridge at the end. Which, I've asked people, that is that is totally normal. That is completely normal, especially when you haven't had your coffee yet. Right. They're kind of just mimicking each other. Only difference is that Luna has the Gasture, whereas Sparks has the Graveyard Key. And both lock an item. Yeah, Tom Touch, I would argue in favor of having like a proper release with the current version. Maybe if something new pops up that the dev has worked on, that the devs have worked on, we can include that, and then just merge everything and put it into like 6.3. Oh, sorry, 0.6.3. Just because, well, the item history is too good to just not use. I'll bring them up with Airbot and with Myth. And just see if like Leo or Beryl or even Mike just have made some new toys for us to play with. Yeah, the little text box. Combo not forgotten. There's the third Caster Wildskin stone. Well, sorry, no, the second one, not the third. We know about the third? Do we? Oh, Lost Woods! Oh, right, yeah. You know what would come in handy though when fighting Gordon? A bow. And where have we seen a bow? Locked behind the foresword. Oh, amazing. So the thing with the bow is that we have 2 bows in the game. So we might see a bow somewhere. But I do hope that the second bow is actually bow locked. Because of course it would be. That would be amazing. And yeah, we'll just have to see what they come up with next. Both the racers with the writing and the devs with the development of the TMCR randomizer. Sorry, with the TMC randomizer. TMCR randomizer is a bit double trouble. Let's see. Sparks on 4. God damn it, there's bow. Fine. I have your bow. Pfft. Yeah, Luna might be doing Costa. Artificial Void Valley. Ugh. Sorry, the first half of Void Valley. I just want to point out that Cloud Hops has the element get jingle, which is a sound that I would heavily advocate into removing from the window. There's the third cast against done. Yeah, Luna's just sort of bailing. Ooh, really? Oh, that's awesome. The tracker better. Well, how would we improve upon that tracker? Because the tracker is actually really good, in my opinion. I guess the Vati symbol is a bit weird. But apart from that, I don't know what you wanna. Oh, the scrolls. Ooh. Yeah, the thing with the scrolls though is that spin and beam are the only scrolls that have any like logic requirement attached to them. There's his second bow. So the bow in Garden is a fake one. Ugh, that's boring. Actually, taking a look at their scrolls, they don't have beam yet. They don't have sword beam or power beam for that matter. Huh. Where's progression? That's got to be somewhere in Fortress. Let's see. What are we missing from Go mode? We are missing. Well, Luna's missing the Graveyard Key. Dark's missing the jar. We are missing the boots, a sword, and a Kinstone. We're 3 from Go right now. Right, we haven't seen the boots yet. Well, and I suppose technically the flippers, because of logic requirement for Octo. Ooh, a counter while keeping spin in place. Ooh, that'd be cool though. I guess what you could technically do is like 15 different things that cycle this through with like spin, and then just 1 and no spin, and you know, you get the duel. Similar to how we do the light arrows with the butterfly, but just with a lot of scrolls. That book? Oh, we did got the book. Oh, yeah. The issue with the book, though, we might be missing a certain instrument that Link needs to use. Because without the lovely tone of the potato flute, Link can't open up the doors to the library. And yes, an ocarina is a flute that looks like a potato. Especially if you take a look at like the different models for ocarinas. You're not checking the Bolok checks in, Caster. Except it's blue. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's... Well, there are blue potatoes. We'll get it not that blue, but still blue. There's also magenta and red potatoes. The purple ones. How can I know who's winning? We don't know yet. We don't know who can... it's really hard to tell who's winning. Technically, Lunatic is in the lead because Luna has 1 element already, while Sparks has 0. In order to open up the final dungeon, we need to have 4 elements and a certain amount of items, or a certain selection of items, sorry. Both races are still looking for the items, because most of the items will actually unlock the dungeons, which will give them their elements. Yeah. They are fairly close. Lunatic has the Gashta, which Sparks does not have, but Sparks has the Graveyard Key, which Luna does not have. So they're kinda even at that point. They have checked a different amount of checks though, or just different locations of checks. So there's that. But yeah, Nino is just making their way up to Fortress, hoping for that sweet, sweet Fortress of Gulmud. There's the final Kinstone. That will give Sparks also access to Fortress. But first he's saying hello to Dampe. And he's gonna get mugged by a rogue crow. Right, because Sparks could have just put his quick warp at the south. And, oh well. Right, he's still missing the the flippers. There we go. Link can't swim right now. Let's see. So I suppose Sparks is gonna follow Luna into Fortress? It's hard to tell, but... Oh! Sparks is gonna pick up his light arrows. He's gonna be really happy about those. Just because how absolutely useless they are. Like, the light arrow is still a bit more damage than the regular arrow, but it has a charge up time. And it does not deal like any bonus damage to like dark enemies or just even the final boss. And Sparks, you left with a chest. Thank you. Right, what's it doing? Oh, charging up a great spin. See, that's Rupi here. Ah, good old Fortress. How we've missed you. What's that? Oh, it's a trap. It's a curse. Take that, Lunatic. He is on fire. Suffering from success, let's see. Another curse! Oh, sorry, another trap, but it's not... Another trap, but it's no curse. also, one funny thing about the whiz ropes here. It turns out that mage ropes are actually really easily flammable. So whenever you're attacked by like a mage, just chuck your candle at it. What did Sparks just pick? Ooh, there's the there's the boots for Luna. And Sparks just picked up something else, which I wasn't paying attention to. Let's see. Yeah. So now we're just waiting for them to find anything good. To find anything important. Which Luna has now done with the boots. But the issue with Luna's boots is that Luna's missing the graveyard key from droplets. And you can't use the graveyard key to open up the graveyard. Because there's an element on the king. On the dead corpse of the king. Very spooky, I know. Oh, let's see. Another small key. And he's setting up this save scum for the key drop. So, similar to Simon Simulations here, if you just reset after seeing what the key drop drops, you're faster down than if you would just watch. Unfortunately, that's a small key, which we need. It looks like Spark has had a few issues with his auto trigger, so he was actually using auto tracking, which does not explain the Kinstone confusion that we have had earlier today. Yeah, Fortress. So far we haven't seen the Forsword, so it's got to be some other palace, right? Or it's in the Gastjarlock checks in droplets. Yeah, so for Fortress to be the Fortress of Gomod again, we will need to have a sword here and a Kinstone. Which would not be too unusual, considering that I think we had like a Fortress that had like 5 required items here once. But instead Link's getting pounded. That came out wrong. Yeah, even if we had a lot of Gomod items here in Fortress, it would not put any of the runners into Gomod because they're both missing at least something. Spark's missing the job, and Luna's missing the graveyard key. Yeah, Tom Touch, considering Link is losing health while doing it, I doubt that. Might be a bit painful. Spark's missing boots, but I think he will pick up his boots soon because they are in Fortress here. Musk is missing. Yeah, fair point. There's the butterfly for Sparks. Something that Luna might actually be. Well, Luna doesn't need that. Luna knows how to do boots cancelling. So he should be fine. There's the Whippy. So nothing in the Quick Warp Caves. And we're just about finishing up Gordon here. And then he has to choose choosing whether or not he wants to bail. Although I would say don't bail, just because there's still the back of fortress left. But yeah, that's element number 2. We're doing the quick warp caves now because you would rather do it now because you're already outside. And there's the... Did you not pick that up? Did you not skip the right side? Did you not skip the right side? I think you did, right? Yes. I hope he did. Well, not that... I hope that if he skipped it, he would get back to it right now. And get the the item. Right. Yes, okay, good. Yeah, Luna is doing it. That'll be the 5th Cloud's Consent, meaning that we are only missing the sword. We are sword from no mode. So both of us are currently 2 items from go mode. Which is good. Although, where's the sword? Because the thing that still irks me a bit is simply the fact that we are still missing the flippers. And if they were to find the flippers right now, the entire map would just light up green again. And would take them an additional like 20 minutes to find the sword. Sure, we can have that. So, to finish the game, the runners need, among others, a force sword, the mythological sword of this game. It's a bit like the Master Sword, but less timey-wimey and more just, oh look, I can harness the power of the earth. The power of nature. We know the stick. But yeah, that's the important part of this game. And we did to defeat Vati. And Luna just fell down the hole. Well done, Luna. Now he's gonna go all the way back up. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. So yeah, time to place your bets, everyone. Where do you think the force sword is? Try Vati in a painting. I think Vati's more the stained glass type of guy. Just because there's so much stained glass in Minish Cap instead of like paintings. Which, fair enough, stained glass actually looks really good if it's... It just looks really good, period. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Unfortunately, Link does not put Vati into a painting. But rather just whack him with a sword until he is no more. So, the TMCR settings that we currently have are Open Fusions and Rupee Mania, alongside traps and randomized music. The Open Fusion mode makes it so that every fusion that you have in Minish Cap is already completed prior to the start of the game, apart from the Golden Kinstone fusions, which are story-related fusions. And the settings don't currently work for some reason. Dang it. Yeah, but it's our current race settings. And Minish Cap is a lot of fun. The one perk that we have with TMCR is that this rando is quick. It's a really fast one. With current race settings, we have 440 checks in the entire game. and we can comfortably check those within 3 hours, or even less. We regularly have like sub 2 seats. Sometimes we even have like sub 140 seats as well. Well, fairly rarely though. But still, TMC is a really quick randomizer. Yeah. Move my way back. And that's kind of the appeal. The map is very small and just packed with checks. Which means that your routing decisions will be mostly split-second decisions, and the better you are at planning your route, the quicker you will be with the game. We had a tournament that included a lot of speedrunners last year, and the speedrunners all went O2 and dropped because they could not really route that well. So routing is really important in Minish Cap, and just deciding where to go next. Oh, we have a sub goal. Let's see. Oh, we do have one, have we? Ah, emotes. Fair enough. Let's see. Yeah, so Luna's just kind of looking for the sword now and for his Graveyard Key. But since Luna has picked up the blue sword and has all 5 Shadow stones, Luna's first instinct will be to rush Palace, which is not a bad call. I like to rush Palace, but that means that Luna will full clear Palace, and that means that Luna will, after clearing Palace and maybe not finding the 4 swords, still have to look for it. And that can take a bit of time, because Luna still has to do a lot in the overworld. Let's see. Where is he going? Oh, boots checks. Yeah, sure. He just got boots, so I think he'll like to actually do all the boots checks, because he might have a sword or a graveyard key. Or even just the bracelets. What if the bracelets are required for Palace? What if the bracelets are required? Ooh, that would not be good for him. So there's one check in... Exactly, because they were in droplets. And I feel like droplets will be one of those checks that Luna will check last. So basically what we're thinking about is, what if there is a small key, or even worse, a big key on the push puzzle in Palace? Because that is one of the 2 checks in game that actually need the power bracelets. The other one being not the left. Yeah, let's see. Bracelets. Um, so, looking at Luna's tracker, the things we have left currently are Shorn Cave. We've got 2 more checks in Fountain. We've got Kakos. Boot checks in Lonlon and in Hylia. Hang on, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6, we already saw that what's on the shelf. There is... We can't check hiking. We can check short hiking. That's 8. Sorry, that's 7. That's 8. No, 7. Right. There's the 1, 2, 3, 4 checks in the northwestern corner in Casa, so it's like 11 checks. I probably have missed a few numbers here. I don't know. And then there's Droplets left. Droplets has 2 checks we have not seen yet. Possibly 3. So yeah, we are like 1 hour 50 in. And we are missing a grand total of like 50 locations. Well, and Wind Tribe and Palace. Wind Tribe is 5, which we haven't seen. 6 which we haven't seen yet. And Palace has... How many checks does Palace have? I want to say like 15. I don't know. Maybe 17. Palace has a lot of keys. So yeah, as you can see, we're still under 2 hours. And we have now it down to like 30 locations or so. Maybe a bit more than 30. Than 30. Ugh. But yeah, light arrows for Luna. And Sparks finishing up Fortress. So where's the Foresword? I'm gonna say it is in... I'm saying it's in hiking. You know what would be amazing? If Palace had the flippers. Well, amazing for us, not for them. If Palace had the flippers. Because then the Force Hunt becomes a wild goose chase. Because all those checks that we have not that we don't have access to suddenly just plop up green. Which would include hiking. Let's see. I think that's about 20 checks ish. Yeah. So if the flippers are in Palace, that means that the player will, so that the racers will get about 20 checks more to just zoom through and have fun with. Because checking checks are obviously it's great fun. But yeah, Spark's actually checking new checks for us. Well, kind of, yeah. So the 2 checks that Sparks just skipped, we have not seen those because those are locked behind either the flippers or the gust jar. Which means that, yeah, it might take us a bit. Well, that location. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the location. Yeah. But is it Griggle? It's not Griggle. let's see. There's the Ocarina. That unlocks Gilari. That unlocks Suez. That unlocks the Vanilla Flippers location. Oh god, I'm scared. So, for those who don't know, the Flippers are at the bottom of the Suez. We have not seen the Flippers yet. And we are narrowing it down to like 30 locations of like 30, 40-ish, 30-ish locations. We could have Vanilla Flippers. Which book is... book? Oh, Sparks is missing a book? Oh. I don't know which one. What's the one in Deepwood? Might be one in Deepwood, I don't know. Yeah, neither do I. Let's see, where were the books? Oh, there was a fake one on a... God. Hang on, I've got it. One book was in the figurine house. That's the one that Sparks missed because Sparks is missing the Ghost Jar, meaning that Sparks has not been to Deepwood. Meaning that Sparks has not picked up the Card of Metal. There we go. Yeah, and there was a fake book in Fortress. Right, and Sparks is now also on his way to Palace. I always say that rushing Palace is a good idea, and I still stand by it. And that is a hill I will die on. And there's the big key. Which means that Lunatic is totally fine. Well, depends on if Lunatic wants to actually full clear Palace. Yeah, so Sparks is using the good old Great Twin strategy on the reserves. Usually you would see a lot of bombs and a lot of lantern ignitions. But the Great Twin also works. Well, kinda. It's a bit slower than the speedrun strat with the lantern and the bombs. But it's fine. And a rupee. Ah, nifty. So Luna has decided to skip Pod Push for now. And once again, both races are in the same dungeon. We've had this with Fortress, we've had this with Cave of Flames, we've had it with a bit of Droplets, I think. Although, I think with Droplets, it's like it was one of those, okay, person 1 left when person B joined. Or like entered, I suppose. I mean, he can't do it. You know, he can do it, but sorry, he can check what's there, but he can't solve the puzzle. That's a big brain time there. Luna's very conflicted about it. Ooh, that stings. Oh, that stings. Okay, one check down, one left to go. Will he risk it? Will he risk having to return eventually with the bracelets? Or won't he? On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Let's see. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for everyone to get to the next checks here. Holy Sparks is in a lovely auto-scroller. Which we can luckily now skip over in any percent land with the speedrunners. Because they managed to find out that Link can squeeze into 1 pixel tiny gaps. Well, although I guess it's less of a gap and more just of an oversight. The devs just kind of forgot to give a certain wall collision. Yeah, the door opens from the inside. So I think at most, Luna just has to risk spending like 3 minutes to get back up there. 3 minutes? 3 minutes, yeah. It takes about 3 minutes to get from the start to putt push. Right, there's his mod key. So I think Luna should be fine if he finds one more. If my math doesn't suck completely. Yeah, and Sparks also skipped it. So we still don't know what's there. And they both haven't picked up the remote bombs either. Which is a bit of a surprise. Because usually the remote bombs are not that... Speaking of the devil, there's remote bombs. Yeah, no, it's just that usually for that room that Luna just was just in, you usually have the remote bombs. Yeah. So I guess that's where they were. Good to know. And moment of truth. Oof, okay. Rustic is safe. He does not need to climb back up Palace. He does not need to just fetch a key. He'll be fine. Speaking of the key, there it is. So Luna has now everything that he needs to actually complete Palace. But where's progression now? We're still missing progression. Don't mind me, that was just my microphone stand just being a bit on the squeaky side. Let's see. Luna has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checks left. We have already seen one, which was the hard piece. There's the mirror shield. Unfortunately, that doesn't open anything because the shield is as useless as the light arrows in this game. So, sorry, the mirror shield. Since the only thing it does is that it shoots beams if Link is hit with a projectile. Or like if Link blocks a projectile. which is less useful than it sounds like, because you get this shield only in the post-game. Which means I think it's actually one of the only items in Zelda that... I think it's actually the only item in Zelda that is awarded in the post-game. I think. Is it? Yeah, I think so. With most Zelda games, they just don't save after beating the game. I would very much like to avoid the go and spit. Oh, no. Right. So, Lunatic opened Pandora's box with the flippers. And now Luna can choose between such crafty locations as hiking. Okay, so things that Luna has left open are like hiking, Shone Cave. There's Moat. We haven't seen Moat yet. We haven't seen the pond. Oh, it's a 2-hour for... Ugh. Lake Minish, yeah, exactly. Goldfish caves, everything's locked by the flippers. So, I guess that means that the fourth one is locked by the flippers. Either that, or it's like up here. Ooh. But that also means that technically just now Octog has come into logic. So Luna could read logic. Oh, coffee would be amazing. Not gonna lie. Oh, coffee would be absolutely awesome. With the issue just being it's like it's 11:30 in the evening, and I have to get up at like 8 AM tomorrow. So I don't know if caffeine would be a wise choice for that. Ah. Sparks got grabbed! Well, guess Sparks has to climb up again. Luckily he was able to open up the blue orb. So his journey will be a short one. Yeah, Luna can now just abuse Great Spin. And just wail on not Gleerock, on George. It's asking you, wait. I don't think you need to take the effort there. But I appreciate the gesture. So that's the third element for Luna Stick. Now they need to figure out where the sword is and where the graveyard key is. There's the Force Sword. Luna found the Force Sword.
So which check was it?
That was the town waterfall.
So not sewers. Because we have one viewer who bet on sewers.
It's not sewers, sorry. Oh, that's location, yeah. Good point, good one, yeah, that one works. And graveyard key is in droplets. So Luna has to go into droplets and find the graveyard key. Which he is close to. Oh, Goldfish Caves first. Yeah, right. Let's see. Yeah, Sparks also picked up the flippers. So let's see where he'll get his. Whenever, if he gets his sword soon or not so soon. The gas jar is in Deepwood. Well, the gas jar is technically in the figurine house, but the Call of Man is in Deepwood, in the back of that. So to get the gas jar, Sparks needs to go to Deepwood. Which I don't see happening anytime soon, considering the flippers unlocks everything. Okay, right. Yeah, we just need Luna to actually go into droplets, which might actually take a while, because droplets is literally on the other side of the map. It's also very calming boss fight music, with it being the Minish Woods theme, which is a great theme nonetheless. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. So in order to open up Darkhow Castle, Link needs to gather all 4 elements and basically just go into Hyrule Castle's basement. It's similar to how the medals work in Ocarina of Time. In Vanilla, that is. Sparks is very, very low in health. That is not good. That is the death. Oh, no. Did he activate the warp? He did not. Ooh, ooh. Yes, you see, yeah. That's. Oof. So yeah, Sparks will take like 3 more minutes to just get back to George. At least he can just speed through it here. I mean, at least he's already done it like once. Let's see. Luna's gonna do hiking, which we have not seen yet. We've seen short hiking, but not proper hiking. And there's the Ocarina for Luna as well. Let's see. Yeah, hiking. Oh, hiking's gonna be great. We haven't seen hiking yet. That's why I'm really excited about it. Hiking is one of those fan favorites, as I would say. Okay. Come on, Luna. Off to droplets. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, that's not droplets. No! Where's he going? Oh, Gilawi. Right. Okay. Sparks is bracing himself for round 2. York, the electric boogaloo. Starting the fight with a ferocious battle cry. And Yalawi has for us a whippy. Oh, how thoughtful. Wait, what? 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 Yusik is currently in service. He picked up the Ocarina. And Sparks has died against York, so he'll have to fight him again. Oh yeah, you won the bet. Congrats. Well, no, you can do it. Goes to droplets, goes to droplets. Droplets. No, that's not droplets. That is not droplets. That is Zone Cave. Which, I guess, fair enough. But no, that's not droplets. Although I guess Zone Cave would have been really funny as well. See. Okay. Hey, Spock's getting the double. So, a fun quirk with York. If you hit the eyes at the same time that they're closing, they just open up immediately again, which is amazing. And you might have noticed that Sparks is again on like 4 hearts. It is really easy to just lose a lot of health at this boss fight and just not notice. So York shoots off those weird rainbow balls, and each ball just deals like an entire heart of damage, which there's no. These balls don't look so hurtful, I suppose. They don't look this threatening. So it's really easy to just not pay attention to the health meter and just lose all your health. On the bright side, Luna is now in Lake, which is close to droplets. Please. Let's see where our Sparks is going. Turn, okay. Yeah, turn checks. Nope. Not turn checks. Don't have field checks. Let's see. Oh, come on, Luna. Get the key. Get the key card. Come on. Yeah, so Luna needs the graveyard key, and Sparks needs the Gustia. So Luna has to go into droplets, and Sparks has to go to Deep Wood for that. The Call of Metal is in Deep Wood, in the back of Deep Wood, to be precise. Oh. That's Sparks. Where's the key? Where's the key, Sparks? So, when the crow steals the key, the easiest way to recover it is to just enter and exit the Lost Woods again. Because that will just respawn the crow at the beginning tree. Which I don't think he knows. Aha, he spotted it. Hey, there we go. Luna's back in droplets! Let's see. Yeah, so Sparks can now get his element off of the king. There's the bump back. Flying bottle. It's only filled with like helium. Hard container. Where was the graveyard key again? It was in Dark Maze, right? With this current route, Luna is actually skipping Dark Maze. Yep, Luna's gonna skip Dark Maze for the time being. Okay, let's see. Come on, Luna Stick. Just get the key. We know you wanted this. You want to get the key. They're actually really close to that last location in both of them. So, according to his tracker, Luna has left Moat, Split Blade, Great Blade, London Boots, Clocos, and Fountain. That's it. Oh, that's fun, right? And I've got to say, Luna, please don't go to Octona. Please do Dark Maze. Please do Dark Maze. Barks? Barks? Where's he going? Oh, Shrine Cave. Right. Ugh. Oh. Come on, Sporks. Go to Deep Wood, please. You haven't touched it at all. You got the lantern. You can check it. Oh, he hasn't done that yet? Right. It would have been hilarious if that would have gotten him the Gusture. But yeah, Luna is on course to the Griffith Key. And I'm actually fairly surprised that no one has finished yet. Like, we've got 6 races in the weekly, and none of them are finished. Which makes me feel a bit anxious about the boss key. This thing is doing Blue Chew. Thanks. Right. Let's see, where's Sparks going? Oh, he's going. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think Sparks is just now doing the checks like clockwise, which is not a bad call. It'll take him a bit though until he gets this Gusture. Let's see. Back to town. Where's he going? Where's he going? Oh, Great Plate, yeah. Okay, yeah, so Sparks is now literally doing the checks clockwise. So it'll take us a few more minutes until he gets it. Ah, come on. Oh, nein! Oh, Luna's sick, no! Yeah, Lockney, so Luna is skipping Dark Maze because he thinks he's gonna do. Oh, no! Oh no! So, since Sparks is doing the checks clockwise, he will also rejoice in droplets because he left a few checks there. yeah, this is why the punishment exists. We are not in go mode yet, but I think we're really close to it. I think we're close enough. So if you want to know, Artemis rolled. This is an Artemis seat. Yeah. Oh, where's Sparks going? This scene is getting worse and worse. Monday. So, Music is opening up Octo. What have I forgotten it? Oh god, no, please don't forget about Dark Maze, do not stick, no! Oh, there's the first finish. GG's to Double Decker. With a time of 2:31. Oh, thank fuck god. Someone finished. Yeah, GG's Double. Yeah, so if you're watching, if you're watching Double, Luna is giving Dark Maze, and Sparks is giving Deepwood. He's on his way to Deepwood. Oh, thank you, Sparks. Oh, yeah, I can just. I can just probably just tell that I'm at the end of my knowledge here. What is this seed? So I don't know what's worse. The seed? Or the writing? It's probably both at this point. Oh god, okay, just please don't even joke about it. So far, Sparks has done his checks clockwise. I hope that he's not going to flute away. Sparks? Don't do this to me, Sparks. Sparks, don't do this to me. Where's he going? Okay, I've got my fingers crossed that Sparks is gonna go to Deepwood. No! No, don't shoot away, no! Sparks, no! Oh. Why me? He's picking up the force one, that's good. But Gastja, that's the bad one. Oh. This thing is also leaving droplets. Oh nein! I'm done with this seat! Oh! Why? What are you doing? Oh, okay, so Sparks has chosen to just orphan Deepwood, and Luna has chosen to just orphan Droplets. The issue that you can see there is that their respective go modes are in those dungeons. They're going to literally last location their stuff here. Oh. This seed started so good. It started so well. We had a lot of stuff like 1.5 hours in. But for the last hour, they've been chasing the same 2 items. I think now it's just a question of who's going to last location first. Oh. Just Cuckos first. They both haven't done Cuckos yet. Well, okay, fair enough. Their flippers and their cape were kind of late. Well, the flippers, not so much the cape. But still. He's checking Tingle. He's checking Tingle 2.5 hours in. Oh. So, to be honest, I'm at a bit of a loss in words for right now. I can't believe what is happening. For reference, Luna is the winner of the last tournament. So you would think that Luna Stick would know how to do rando. But no. They're skipping Dark Maze, the most dense location in Droplets that they have access to, apart from the Rupemania spots. You know, that one room that has, I don't know, 6 chests, or what feels like 6 chests. And to answer your question, Ogni, Luna is the first person to actually do Cuckos. And it's... I just don't know what to think anymore. Luna has Fountain left. And Droplets. Take a guess. What is going to visit last? Luna is on his way to last location. Droplets. To hard last location Droplets. Okay. So Luna, will you now please go to Droplets? Luna, you forgot about Dark Maze. Come on. Finally, Luna is back in Droplets. Yes, Luna? No, 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 no. Luna, no. You can't go that way. He's going to actually last hard. He's going to actually hard last location that one. Because he's doing the Gacha check first. So Lunatic is going to quick warp after getting the next check. Then he'll go through the entirety of that maze to hard last location. The Graveyard Key. What is happening right now? What is happening today? I just don't know what to say anymore. Both ways as our last location in the go mode. Yeah, it's Halloween. This seat is truly frightening. And he's not really. I think if Luna leaves for Dr. Left, I'm writing. I don't know. At least not leaving Dr. Left, yeah. But at least Lunatic will be doing some stuff. Luna will be getting their whatnot, their thing. I can't even speak correctly anymore. Oh. Yeah, the Graveyard Key. Thank you, Opni. It's been a wild ride, hasn't it? Oh, okay. Now Luna's in go mode. Okay, so Luna has now to make Luna is finally in go mode. Luna can now actually get their final element, the fourth one, the final one this seed. And once they have that, they can go to Hyrule Castle, go into the basement, stick a sword into a stone, transform Hyrule Castle into Dark Hyrule Castle, climb up the towers, or just climb up the castle, get the big key, say hello to Vati, and whoop his ass. And Sparks is doing Dr. Left. And Frankakos, I guess. Yeah. I don't know why Sparks doesn't go to Deepwood. Deepwood has like at least a dozen checks that you can check without Gustia. Or at least what feels like a dozen checks. Ugh. You know, this seat is just really weird. I just don't know what's happening anymore. Oh, right. Uh, okay. Lunatic is this close to finishing Graveyard. And then we'll need to spend another 10 minutes in Dark Hollow Castle.
Are we still doing the Dark Hyrule Castle bet?
Yes, we are still doing the Dark Hollow Castle bit. So we need a number between 1 and 9 from the race, from the chat. We've got 9 checks in Dark Hollow Castle, but only 1 has the big key. And we are trying to bet on the number that the amount of checks that Lunatic will go through before getting to the big key. So let's say the first chest that Lunatic opens is the big key. That means it's a 1. If it's the second check that he opens, it's a 2. We haven't started the bet yet, so you might need to wait for just a second here. The bot should have a proper announcement for it. And you can just do exclamation mark, bet, then space, and then a number. There we go. Hello, Shocky. Shocky, you've missed me completely, just giving up on life. Both runners are hard last locationing their Gurmud. No, Luna just got into Gurmud with the Graveyard Key in Dark Maze because Luna skipped Dark Maze. And Sparks has been skipping Deepwood for 2.5 hours. He hasn't even peaked it. And the gas jar is in the back of Deepwood. Well, the gas jar is technically in the Karloff house, but the Karloff medal is in the back of Deepwood. And you can see the issue there. Oh. Yeah, this seed has been a proper Halloween seed. It's spooky. It's horrible. It's it's more gruesome than Saw, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so Lunatic is now opening up Dark Hollow Castle, and the bet should end when Lunatic opens the first chest. Which is probably either going to be the king or just the big basement chest. And Womstein finished with a second place with 2 hours 47:52. GG's Womstein. I hope your seed was not as bad as the one we were shown on the restream. And Sean finished. Oh, Sean got sniped. GG's to Sean, finishing 2 hours 48:16. Yeah, I hope the seed was fun. For those who are just tuning in, this seed was rolled by none other than Artemis. And yes, I think that is enough to tell. Because I think Artemis, you're now fairly... I think you're now infamous for your seeds. You can just see Sparks just being absolutely done with it. Oh, the poor man. He's broken. This he just broken him. Oh. Right. Sabine, please close the bed now. Thank you. Oh, you haven't done it. Oh, fantastic. Even better. Because I forgot to see if he checked the king already, but he probably did. And hello to Sean and his raiders. I hope you had fun. I hope you still have some semblance of mental health left, because I sure as heck don't. Yeah, this seat was, well, it is still a roller coaster. So what went wrong? There's a few things you can take away from this seat. The biggest thing being, go into dungeons. Check your dungeons. Don't skip them. Don't orphan them. Don't postpone them for later. Don't leave them. Don't bail. Do your dungeons. So, Lunastick got his Gusher fairly early, like 1 hour and 10 in-ish. And Holy Sparks got his Graveyard Key, 1 hour 20-ish in, totally fine. And then it went downhill. Lunastick's go mode was the Graveyard Key. Lunastick did not go to droplets. And once he did go to droplets, he bailed after Blue Chew. After that, he left droplets again. Well, naturally, he bailed, of course. After doing literally everything else on the map, his tracker is completely black. Like, just grey. After that, he goes back to droplets. And he decides, yeah, let's skip Dark Maze. And Dark Maze had the Graveyard Key. And for Sparks, you could just see what his go mode was. Sparks completely ignored Deep Shrine for over 2 hours and 40 minutes. Which is a bold move, to say the least. I don't think Sparks is actually hard last locationing, but he's really damn close to it. Yeah, it's you have a classification Gleerock. If it's any consolidation, Lunastick did Gleerock and left. He got the cape fairly late as well. It wasn't. You know this meme with the narrator, with the narrator, where there's some sort of scene, and then just a freeze frame. It was this moment he knew he fucked up. That's basically this scene in a nutshell. We could just add that anywhere, and it would just work, because of how bad the seed was, and how interesting the decisions were that the racers on Receive did. Like, not to badmouth them, they're still good racers. They're really good at TMCR. But man, they suck today. I would not have done better, probably. I would probably not have done better at all. But damn. Oh. Yeah, so Sparks now has also his fourth element. It was Rust, not was really raced much recently. Yeah, Rust probably, yeah, it's probably good, yeah. If Luna Luna did not skip anything, I think, so he's on, hang on, let me quickly count. 1, 2, 3, 4, The one he's going to now is his 5th. Check. Yeah. He skipped one. Oh, of course he did. Oh. Which one? He didn't? Oh, thank God. Anyways, hello, first of all, no, it was not me. It was not my fault. It's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. And these two young guys are finishing in 4th place. Artemis, Ron. Artemis. Artemis myths. If it's any consolidation, Lunastick, hard last location, the Graveyard Key. Lunastick, yeah, guess what I am as well. I've been talking non-stop for the last 3 hours. Lunastick was missing the Graveyard Key. Lunastick went into droplets, did the left side, did a bit of the right side, got the moments, left. Then he did in everything else. He last locationed droplets. But wait, there's more. Lunastick went into droplets, went with the lily pad all around, activated the blue warp, activated the red warp, did Octo, and then he did the dark maze. She did Game of Flames. Okay, to be fair though, Gleewalk was really funny. Gleewalk was extremely funny, and so was the cape. And Spark's go mode was the Gustia. Sparks just completely avoided deep wood like a burn, you know, like it's been tainted with like some sort of plague. Luna, I get it. But yeah, I can understand your anger. If you want to ban, please specify it in the race room, which you probably will. I've got complete faith in you in there. Oh, we're starting. We were past midnight. Yep. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So if you're heading to bed now, sleep tight. Maybe drink a bit of wine to just calm the nerves. I don't know. I just assumed that you're drinking wine because you're French. Sorry. But yeah. What a seed! What a race! So Sean, the great thing is that Sparks has his webcam on, and we can just see him rolling his eyes so often. See, this loves me too much. Yeah, fair. Oh, he is? If you want to be cheeky, you can just, you know, appear on his webcam. Give it a sec. Okay. We're waiting for Sean to just appear on Sparks' webcam. Oh, poor Sparks. But yeah, this he was definitely just a doozy. Especially since I've completely lost track of the items. Sorry, of the chests and the keys. Hey, there's Sean. Awesome. You have to react. That's probably really difficult. Yeah, I agree. Oh,
If I not miscounted, this will be the big key now.
yes,
Number
this
9.
is yeah. This is 9. So I have a bet 9-1. Oh yeah, Shocky. Okay, hello Shocky. GG's. Yeah, GG's for the for the bet. Yeah, this seed was definitely a special one. Was a vanilla again. I actually think this might have been a jet if. Well, this heat was a bit on the evil side, to be honest. We had this really weird bomb bag in Minish Woods. And both Luna and Sparks actually had to go from Southern Highfield to Minish Woods through town all the way around because they didn't have bombs, like once or even twice. We've had the Gust Jar in Deepwood, basically. The cane was nice. The cane and the gripping, those were pretty cool. We had fairly convenient swords at that as well. The four sword is a bit random, especially since the four sword is actually locked behind Palace. So that was a bit on the eviler side, since it just, you have the flippers, and town will probably not be the first thing you check. After getting that. It wasn't too hard to find, but it was still a bit difficult. Yeah, you did need to rush dungeons today. Which not many do. Yeah. If it makes you feel better, the checks that are still not marked on Luna's tracker are Dr. Left and Graveyard. That's kind of it. The flippers. Hello, Nyankato. GG's. Hope you had fun. I hope you still have some brain cells left, because I sure as hell don't. Hey, that's 42 for Lunastick. On to the final stretch. Oh, puss box. You can just see the hope in his eyes on his webcam, just the hope's just escaping his body as we speak. Oh yeah. To be honest, the bow was a really nice troll. It would have been really funny if that was the only bow though. That would have been really, really funny, to be honest. But yeah, this seed already has a few memes. You've got required T-Rock. You've got required Cape of Frames Basement without Cape. You've got... What else do you have? I'm currently blanking because I'm exhausted, I'm tired. But yeah. This seat is an experience. Yeah, apart from Founder, yeah. At least Vati's nice currently to Lunastic, so that's good. And GG's to Lunastic. What a seat. Freedom for Lunastic. GG's. 3 hours and 5 minutes 39. Oh. Yeah, and Sparks leads a bit. Sparks is still missing. Oops, that's the wrong. Yeah, that's the wrong floor. Sparks. This says, yeah. Sean, this is a very special restream. It's haunting us. It's gonna haunt me in my dreams. In my very short dreams because I have to get up early tomorrow. There's items written on it, yeah. So the good thing is Artemis is already in on the ban list for like the last. Oh, sorry, it's already in the roster for the punishment seat. And I quickly drag. Ah, there we go. Hello, Lunastic. GG. First of all, it's not my fault. It's Artemis, not me.
It's you. I was just gonna say whoever owns this, it's a ban.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
I actually have a feeling that I felt in like the first hour or so, I felt very back and forth as to whether I was ahead or behind. But in the end, I've decided that probably up until Blues Board, I was actually ahead.
Yeah, the ultimate. Yeah, it. You two were like, we did not know who's ahead. You had a bit more checks, but Sparks had a bit more items in there. And then remember what happened to you and the Graveyard Key? It happened to Sparks and the Gastja.
Death Star was so the Karloff medal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sparks avoided Deepwood like the plague, just like you avoided Dark Maze like the plague.
Yeah, well, I mean, Dark Maze, that's a sensible play to make. I got halfway through and I'm like, that's only 5 more checks.
No. Dark Maze is the big place in droplets. If you do droplets, you do Dark Maze. There's no way you don't do it. I don't know why you skipped it.
Because I got the mitts and there were only like 6 checks left.
Yeah, but still, you
I wasn't feeling it, so. And I've skipped it. I've skipped Dark Maze before. So as Myth, actually.
Yes, but don't do as Myth does as Jersey says, because Myth always, Myth also screws up routing majorly.
Yeah.
You should know.
Well, I mean, yeah. No, I went in. I wanted to be an aggressive. I've always been a more aggressive router. So.
Yeah, that's kind of. bit
And
you in the
it
butt
paid
there.
off. Yeah, well, I mean, it paid off huge at first. I mean, I avoided a climb back through Krenel because I would manage to save some the
Yeah.
climb.
Oh, the cape and the sword on Krenel.
Well, 2 swords on Krenel, but
Yeah, 2 swords. And Sparks has got his big key. So Sparks has his webcam on, so he can just see the absolute frustration and despair that he's experiencing right now.
yeah,
Good night,
I
Tom.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I was, and also I was really happy after Right Side Fortress when I fell down the hole. I was so happy when I found out it was a small key and I didn't have to climb back up.
I think it later on.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling that I was like 50-50 on skipping Dark Maze. If I hadn't skipped Dark Maze, I was probably winning this seed.
You would have finished an hour ago. Well, maybe not an hour, but like at least 3/4 of an hour.
Yeah. Because apart from the Dark Maze, all the rest of my calls were spot on. Just about. So.
Yeah, I'll probably just remind you that TMC usually has a 3-hour 30 estimate for, like, oh, this is how it's going to take max.
Yeah.
We have not had a 3-hour weekly restream in ages. When either of the runners have finished.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I have food here, so
Yes.
this has gone on a lot longer than I had planned, so I'm going to head off.
Yeah. Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just be watching Sparks struggle with Vati. I hope he packed fairies this time. I really hope he has fairies. Does he? Chat, does he have fairies? Oh no. Oh no! He does not have... Oh... Sparks, please don't die here. This heat has gone on long enough. Yeah, I don't know. What was I to say about Vati? Vati 2 is probably the biggest asshole in this game. Even more so than all the items combined. He's your stock standard hit ice kill enemy. Although to be fair, his fight is incredibly unintuitive. Yeah, Sean, I'm going to screenshot that. That is a screenshot worthy thing. Let's see. Yeah, so now he's on to Vati 3. Also very unintuitive. Well, I think from the Vati fights, Vati 2 is the most intuitive. Because you see the clone things, you see the clone paths, and you see the pattern of the eyes around him, and you kind of know what you have to do. But with Vati 1 and with Vati 2, With 41, it's the gust jar and the armored eyes, I suppose. And with 42, it's the cane in the arms. That you just think to yourself, how am I supposed to find this out on my own, without any help whatsoever? But yeah. We'll be done soon. The issue with Vati, though, is that the final stage of Vati is incredibly precise. So you'll have to just stand in front of him menacingly, and you'll have to basically ping-pong his blue balls. And you have to be not pixel perfect, but close to it. And that should, yeah, so now Vati... Why the bow? Why the bow? Why the bow? Yeah, no, Sean, I saw that. Okay, Sparks. Sparks is very close to Vati there. You kind of want to take your distance from him, because you don't want to spam your sword slashes. Okay, only once more. This is why you don't want to spam your swords and your sword swipes. And GG Sparks, finishing with a time of 3:17. On the dot. Alright, let's see if he wants to come in for a interview. Or if he would rather just join us service. Yeah, okay, he will be joining us in a bit. But I would be in favor of keeping the interview fairly short, just because I'm really tired myself.
That's fair, and for the time being, I'm already say thank you, Hendrix, for commentating.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Also, give those runners a shout out, a follow. And until he shows up, we can also give a short preview what's next up here on ZSR. At 11 PM Eastern, we have a Breath of the Wild Any Percent tournament match coming up. And that's the last one for today. And tomorrow at 7 PM and 8 PM Eastern, we have further Breath of the Wild Any Percent tournament matches.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Check the schedule for more content here on CSR, and here comes Sparks for the interview.
Hello, Sparks.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm sure I could have played that any worse. At any point.
It could have been worse. You did not. You didn't hard last location. Luna did hard last location. So, what you had with the Gustia, Luna had with the Graveyard Key in Dark Maze and Droplets.
Oh no.
Luna avoided Droplets for quite a bit. Then when he entered, he got his moments and left. Then he avoided it for another like 2 hours, only to return to do the lily pad route, skipping Dark Maze and doing
no.
Octo.
I felt bad about doing Octo.
Luna did Octo as well, don't worry about it. I think everyone did.
The Gust Chow was the worst. I can't believe how long I spent looking for that Gust Chow and it was just chilling like behind Deepwood. Like, why did I not just go to Deepwood?
Yeah, why did you...
Just go do progression. It's progression. Go do it.
Why didn't you go to Deepwood?
I don't know. There was many things I wish I'd have done better this seed. Not dying on Georg being one of them. That was painful as well.
Oh, you had your webcam on, and you can just see your soul quickly just leaving your body when you got grabbed by the Flowmaster, and then
Oh,
you got
by the
killed
Flowmaster.
Yeah.
Everything went wrong this seed, but to be fair, it's the first TMCR seed I've played in months.
That is totally fine. I think everyone in this race was a bit rusty, apart from like maybe Nyankato, because he's just doing like any percent as well.
I did enjoy it though. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to join in the next few weeks as well.
It's just all about work. It's whether I can actually play them, because I work nights, so the time for them is really awkward for me.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, we've done it. 3 hours 17. That was the longest race I've ever commentated, I think.
I'm sorry, that's all on me.
No. It's also on Luna, don't worry.
Mostly on me, yeah, mostly on me.
Nah, it's totally fine. Luna finished like 10 minutes prior. So, in the grand scheme of things, 10 minutes is not much.
No, not particularly. Oh, I feel like I could have done really well this seed, though. I feel like I could have done really, really, really well this seed.
Yep, you just should have gotten to Deepwood earlier.
Yeah. It was there. It was in the back of my mind the whole time. I was like, it's progression. Why am I not just going there? And I'm like, well, it's basically a vanilla Gustia then, though. Like, that's not a thing, right?
You might be surprised.
It almost was. It almost was.
Yeah. You also was the first. You also were the first person we assumed to get the sword and the cape off of Glerock and Cape of Flames respectively.
Do you know? I went up there the first time. I ran out of bombs as well. I was like, okay, I'm not going cave. I've got no bombs.
Because so you could not do the Ruby Ferry, right? Sorry, the bomb ferry.
Yeah.
You tried with the bottle, but it didn't work. That was because you were trying to put to get the water from the front.
You need to do it from the side. I remembered afterwards.
You need to go from the corner. Yeah.
I think she had bombs on her as well. If she'd have had bombs, I'd have gone straight into Cave of Flames at that point.
I think you didn't have access to Cave of Flames because you were lacking something for it.
No, I'm pretty sure I had Kane and Grip Ring at that point. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, then I was probably wrong. I don't know. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I enjoyed the seed though. As much as I'm disappointed.
Yeah, me.
I enjoyed it a lot. So.
I think it was a great spectacle for the chat as well.
I can imagine so. Yeah, I can imagine there was some giggles on that restream.
Yes. But yeah, I think that's it from us, isn't it?
Yeah. Then I think we can finally wrap this up. GG Spark for finishing.
Thank you.
We already had our big shoutouts and preview. So, left to say is only thank you very much for watching and see you next time here on ZSR.
See ya. Bye.